All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down to rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I was going to do a short lesson on how alone the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video, America will receive a agricultural burning, all right, slash the wicked, which are the Edomites, the so-called white man, will be plucked out of power. All right, I know that's kind of a lengthy title. If Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, give me another title, I'll use it through Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But Lord Will's brother can see on the screen. I just did a simple Google search for why do people burn their fields. Or I should have put why do farmers burn their fields. All right, because down here in I'm pretty sure they do it in other places too, all across Babylon. But I grew up in the woods in the country or whatever. And what farmers would do, or landowners or do, all right, Edomite thieves would do because the land is stolen. What they'll do is they'll burn down their fields. Well, I'm just going to read the definition real quick. It says because they'll just burn down their whole field, all right, in hopes to I guess to replenish the soil and all of that, fertilizer, like it says right here in the definition. All right, but it says many farmers consider agricultural burnings, but they don't keep a land Sabbath, dude. They don't, here in Babylon the Great, they don't keep a land Sabbath. All right, but that's another topic. But it says many farmers consider agricultural burning the most effective and cost-efficient way to clear land, fertilize soil, and prepare it for a new plantation. All right. So again, they do this thing called agricultural burning, where they burn down their whole field, all right, to clear the land. And that's what the Most High is going to do to America. The Lord's going to give the whole land of America an agricultural burning by way of ICBM nuclear missiles. All right, like it says right here, it says to clear the land. That's what the Most High wants to do. He wants to clear the land, cleanse the land, clean the land. All right, clear the land because everything here is defiled. Everything here in Babylon the Great is defiled. Matter of fact, I ain't had that scripture lined up. Let's read that real quick. And that's why the land of America has to be again agricultural burn, because everything here is defiled. Burn this place with nuclear missiles. Set this place on fire by way of ICBM nuclear missiles. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 3. The land should be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken his word. And the Lord's going to do that to America. Verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languished and fadeth away. And the haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Right, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. All right. The rule Esau being the power, he's defiled the whole earth. And that's why the Most High, mainly the land of America, that's why the Lord has to cleanse this land with fire. All right. And like elders and brothers always say, fire is the best cleansing agent. All right. Burn the whole land of America to clear the land, to clean the land. All right. Really to cleanse the earth. Because once this place is destroyed and Esau took it out of power, like the scripture says, it's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. We'll end up really righteousness. The earth is going to be refreshed, beautified again. All right. Once this so-called disease called the so-called white man being in power is done away with. The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they have transgressed the law. Right now, I mentioned earlier about the land Sabbath. All right, he'll do that to cleanse the land, to replenish the soil and all that. But he don't believe in keeping the land Sabbath. That don't make no sense to him to do that. The so-called white man, and changed the ordinance and broken the everlasting covenant. Right, and broken the everlasting covenant, the laws of the Lord. Verse 6. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. And that's what the Most High is looking to do. He's looking to burn this place, man. All right, the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, is going to burn this place, man. All right. First scripture, I didn't have that lined up, but the first scripture I want to grab is St. Matthew the 13th chapter. With the first scripture I had lined up, St. Matthew the 13th chapter, the parable about the tares and the wheat. All right, this is St. Matthew chapter 13, verse 36. And then Yahweh Shai set the multitude away and went into the house. And the disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. Verse 37, he answered and said unto them, He that sowed the good seed is the Son of Man. Verse 38, the field is the world, right? The field is the world. All right, the good seed are the children of the kingdom. All right, the nation of Israel, on this side, the elect. But the tares are the children of the wicked one, which are who the Edomites. All right, the tares represent Edomites. They look like Jakes. They look like Israelites. All right, verse 39. The enemy that sowed them is the devil, which is the so-called white man. The harvest is the earth. It's the end of the world. Well, that's what's coming. The great harvest is coming. Spoken about it. Also speaks about the harvest time in Revelation the 14th chapter, which I'm gonna get that too. It's like the harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burnt in fire, and that's what the Most High is going to do. The Most High is going to gather the tares, 2/3, and the other nations, the heathen nations. All right, the heathen nations and the 2/3, and burn them in fire. All right, when the Lord does an agricultural burning on Babylon, so shall it be in the ends of this world. So shall it be in the ends of this world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offer, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire, which the furnace of fire is where? Babylon the Great, all right, is going to be the furnace of fire. All right, our forefather John called it a lake of fire, which again represents America burning. And there should be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. Again, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto the treasure hidden in the field. Well, that's pretty much it. But yeah, the Lord is going to set the field on fire, which the field is the world, and it's the part of the field of the world that the Most High is going to set on fire is America and the land of Israel. All right, which is also super defiled. All right, by Edomites, so-called white people. All right, who's going to be plucked out of power? This is Sirach. It's like Sirach chapter 10 verse 15. Sirach chapter 10 verse 15. The Lord hath plucked up the root of the proud nations. Who's the proud nations? The top proud nation, the Edomites, and planted them lowly in their place. And the Lord's getting ready to plant them lowly in their place. Once he plucks them up, takes Esau out of power, and plant them lowly in their place, which is where? Slavery. All right, verse 16. The Lord overthrew the countries of the heathen. What's the country of the heathen? America. All right. Really, the whole world right now, because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, which are Edomites, which are heathen, so-called white people, and destroyed them to the foundation of the earth. Right, and that's what the Lord's getting ready to do, man. He's getting ready to pluck up the proud nations, which the top proud nation are the Edomites, the so-called white man, the so-called white race. All right, and put them at the bottom. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 13. Amos chapter 9, verse 13. Behold, the days comes into the Lord that the plowman shall overtake the reaper. Right, the plowman, which is who? Us, shall overtake the reaper, which is who? The Edomites. All right, we do the work and they reap the benefits. But that's about to change. And the treasure of the grapes, him that sows seed in the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and the hills shall melt. And I will bring again the captive of my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof, and they shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. Right, and the heathen are going to do the dirty work. All right, the so-called white man and the other nations are going to do the dirty work. And I will plant them upon their land, which is the land of Israel, and they shall no more be pulled out of their land. Right, because we're never going to go into slavery again, because we're not going to commit sin anymore. So there's no reason for the Most High to punish us anymore, put us in slavery, because we'll be perfect. Which I have given Lord thy power. All right, right, which the Lord was about to give us. All right, after America is destroyed and the so-called white man is taken out of the way. All right, and again, that harvest time, that harvest time is coming, man. This is Revelation chapter 14, Verse 15, and another angel came out of the temple crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, which is the Lord Yahushua, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. Right, it's about that time, man. And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was ripe. And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the altar which had power to over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the cluster of the vines of the earth, for grapes are fully ripe. Right, so it's about harvest time, man. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vines of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of Yahweh. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and the blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle, by the space of 6,000 furlongs. It's about to be a lot of death out here, man. A lot of people are going to be destroyed, man. A majority of people out there are going to be destroyed. Of all people, are going to fall with the so-called white man. Going to go down with the so-called white man. Because that's the path they chose. Once America is demolished. This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 17. So like the verse 7. Revelation chapter 18, verse 7. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously. Let's start at 2. Let's start at 1. Revelation chapter 18, verse 1. After these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried with a mighty strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. Where is Babylon the Great? America is fallen, and is fallen. It has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication. And the king, right, like this past Saturday camp, we saw some Moabites taking pictures under a Christmas tree. All right, because what we teach at, they set up Christmas lights and all of that crap out there. They set up it was some Moabites that was out there taking pictures, under the Christmas tree or whatever. Wow, why do Moabites believe in Christmas? They drunk of the wine of the wrath over fornication. Christmas is Babylon's tradition. You got Moabites celebrating it. All right, so they've all drunk of that juice. I believe in China they celebrate Christmas too, if I ain't mistaken. All right, and other nations. It was supposed to be where they claim the birth of Jesus. All right, which the Lord wasn't born on December 25th. He was born around the time of the Passover in the springtime. Scriptures tell you that in the book of Luke. The wine of the wrath of fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth have waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, right, like China. So are the goose innocent in this? No. That's why they're going in chains too. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. And that's the elect being beamed up out of here on the chariots. Verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquity. Right, and the Most High is getting ready to judge this place. How is he going to do it? Burning it to the ground. All right, agricultural burning of Babylon. Verse 6, receive her, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her work, and the cup which she had filled to her double. How much she glorify herself and live deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. That's what's coming to America, torment and sorrow. I just watched a video with the guy Jeremiah Baby and was reading articles about how like a bunch of people in the last few months have gotten their cars repossessed. People continue to struggle out there. So this place is about to turn into to hell pretty much. Everybody's about to be in a super low condition here in Babylon. All right. So much turmoil and sorrow give her, for she saith in the heart, I see the queen and no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Right, famine and things like that. People don't believe that can come to America, but it's coming. A lack of food, bread and water. People getting thrown out of the house. There's other articles saying that homelessness is at an all-time high. All right, this place is going to look like a third world country. Some cities in America already look like a third world country. All right. It's only going to get worse. Verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, and famine, and she should be utterly burnt with fire For strong was the Lord Yahweh who judgeth them, right? This place is going to be burnt with fire. Agricultural burning in Babylon, all right, which is well deserved. Again, the definition of agricultural burning, many farmers consider agricultural burning, all right, the most efficient and effective and cost efficient way to clear land. That's what the Most High is looking to do. He's looking to clear the whole land of America, all right, make it a desert, a giant desert, all right. The Lord said, "It neither shall be inhabited again." All right, this place is going to be a giant desert, man. And if you ever lived in the country, been in the country when they do an agricultural burning, like the whole land is just dead. You know, plants are gone. The land is just black, just ashes. And that's what America's going to be. America's just going to be a desert. Nothing good. Nothing. No, there's no roots. There's no nothing. Just ashes. All right, that's what the Lord's going to make America. One more scripture. Lost my train of thought. Uh, yeah, okay, this is it. No, Slovakia. Hey man, I lost my train of thought. So what?